NAGA, you already know the vibes. You know, everybody think that life consists of these energies that is mostly beneficial in the aspect of, helping you get to your prosperous aspect or your love and your light, right? Well, what we don't know is a lot of higher planes of existence don't want us to get or show that we good. They don't want you to show that you good. So being good is harder than being bad. You know what I mean? You got to know this. You got to know that being good is harder than being bad, because if you can prove to I ain't talking about what's right, the highest that's right above us, or, the entities that float within a level of existence that you don't see. I ain't talking about them. I'm talking about the high, most high, the real most high. If you can stay in a path of positive energy within growth, unconditional love, understanding that you're going to be tempted to fall off that wagon, then you're in a better position, right? But there's going to be a lot of entities that's going to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like you be like I was listening to the brother 7 last night, Prospect 7, NAGA. You got what you think of good and the bad in the air. You know what I'm saying? Like you think it's a good and a bad in the air, when in fact, the good might be leading you to do more bad. What you think is good, it might be in your ear like, yo, F them, da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the other one might be like, yeah, that, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Like, the reason why I say these things is because we easy to fall victim to a false wherewithal. You know what I'm saying? Like, and ultimately, you're striving every day for a newer aspect of yourself. Every day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you get to a new board in the video game and the powers you used on level 1, them shits ain't gonna work on level 4. You know what I'm saying? You be mad because you be like, I've been doing this for the last 3 levels and this shit don't do nothing. Well, facts, it's not gonna do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Pardon me. So, most of the time we be thinking that, nah, but what's that aggression that come up in you? What's that extra shit that come up in you and it make you be like, it make you be like, yeah, I'm self-serving. I'm gonna forget about everybody else real quick. What makes you do that? And you think it's a righteous energy, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, that's something trying to knock you off your square. Even though you think it's self-serving, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's always gonna be these little nuances that come in. And this is all about you learning how to drive your car. You know what I'm saying? Like, your car got a whole bunch of different gears and wheels in it. And for the most part, we only react to what's familiar. So sometimes you'll go back to the same shit that you used to do as far as actions because it's familiar to you. And when you in that energy, you think you protecting yourself. You think I'm safe because I just won't do that. Nah, you're an idiot. You know what I'm saying? Because the universe is trying to test you to see if you ready to get out of that safe space of the things you went through in life and the things that hold you back. I want to see if you're going to come out of that, right? Just to see if you're ready for the next level. You know what I'm saying? And the next level always has different attributes you got to use, right? That's going to benefit you. It's just unbeknownst to you because you never did it. You know what I mean? And the prior level had different monsters or different energies that might have held you back. You know what I'm saying? So you looking at that like, I don't want them monsters to come back, when in fact those monsters don't exist on the second level. It's worse monsters on the second level. You know what I'm saying? And they got different intentions. They can care less about what you went through in level 1. They looking to fuck you up in level 2. You know what I'm saying? So being mindful about coming out of your safe space. You know what I'm saying? Doing something you ain't did normally accepting the new level of love that may come at you. You know what I'm saying? Being mindful of the old things you did to keep yourself safe. All that shit goes out the window with level 1. So you got to be willing to see when that light shining down on you and it's trying to help you. And it's not self-serving. It's given. It's given. You got to be willing to see that. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be able to separate it from what you think is taking place at that time. But when you show the universe that you ain't accepting nothing that comes in the new, you know what you do? You telling them you ain't ready for level 2. Period. You know what I mean? So you gotta be extra mindful, you know what I'm saying, about how these things are taking place. And it's always gonna be another level, another monster, another turtle like a Mario coming, you know what I'm saying, to bite you right after the other one bit you. You know what I'm saying? And you might respond to that shit the same way you respond to it before. You know what I mean? That shows the universe that you ain't gained, you know what I'm saying, the wherewithal to understand how to move through these chapters. I'm bringing you this jewel right now because at the end of the day, you know, it's always going to be a fight because your job is to get to the highest ascension level. And you have to be mindful that each ascension level ain't going to work how you want it to. It's not about how you want it to, because there's entities out here that you will never see, but they right next to your ass. You know what I'm saying? And some of them is not here for you. And some of them trying to make sure you stay right there. But when you come through that, you know what I'm saying? When you come through that veil, and they like, oh shit, he just broke through that shit with his own understanding. No fear. You know what I mean? No fear. And if you can't do that, you know what I'm saying, you're going to hinder yourself. You're going to hinder yourself, and you're going to wonder why it was going good. That's where the has-been stories come out. They was like, yo, I was there, I got there, but then... And then you stuck at that time. Shit, me. I show you, but I could tell you. You know what I'm saying? Real rap. So, doesn't matter what happened. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what happened in that chapter. Let that shit rest. It's almost like when a motherfucker telling a story. You gotta tell the story. Like, you gotta tell who the good people and the bad people in that story. So that means you're putting the energy on those individuals. You're saying those individuals was powerful in those aspects. So you giving life to it because you're the creator of your existence. You know what I mean? So you giving life to it. You like, yeah, they did this to me. They did that to me. Instead of not telling the story at all. Like, you know, they want you to look at the past. If you look at it, that means you got to explain it. Why am I going to go back to explain something I'm already past? Why would I give life to that? Why would I give anything to it? That shows a level of fear, a level of love, a level of contentment, the reason to explain. That means you ain't past that level yet. You might be at the boss stage, but you still trying to tell a story. You still like XYZ. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit's irrelevant. It's irrelevant because you're supposed to be looking forward. There's nothing behind you to look at. Everything behind you is behind you for a reason. It's because it chose to be there. Everything makes a choice in life. Everything makes a choice in life. Even animals, ants, everything makes choices. You know what I'm saying? You also make choices, consciously and unconsciously. But for the most part, if you can't drive your ship, other things are going to drive it for you. Because if you was paying attention, matter of fact, put it like this. And I think Seven said this shit dope. He was like, yo, the reason why you ain't in full control of your world is because you're not really driving your car. If you was driving your car with this understanding or the way you think, you would crash because you're not paying attention to everything. You know what I'm saying? So since you can't see everything, you're too busy focusing on how you see little inadmissibles, your universal car will crash into a whole, you know what I'm saying? And you'll be like, damn, how'd this happen? Well, you're not even aware of that yet. You're not aware of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little jewel from NAGA. You know what I'm saying? Trying to put you on to learn how to keep stepping forward into your new presences, the new situations that's going to give you, how I can say, a better outtake in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, come away from the prerequisites and judgment. Step away from that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened before happened before. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Now it's time to grow. Now it's time to go. You know what I'm saying? Failure only falls falls on the person who steps back into the energy once they came. Period. You know what I'm saying? No more, no less. I ain't gonna hold y'all, boy. You know what I'm saying? It's your man. It's your boy, Naga. Oh, that shit ain't cut off? I thought I pressed the button. It ain't even cut off. Well, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, it want to make sure that you don't make it. You know what I'm saying? It want to hold you back. So don't look backwards. Go forward. Keep moving forward. Every time you look back at the story, you still in that same board. You know what I mean? You replaying that story over and over and over again in your head. You know what I mean? So the job is to let it go and invite everything new and that's graceful in your life for you. Bring it in. You know what I'm saying? Allow that to come in and give you what you need for the next level. You know what I'm saying? Accept it. You already know the vibes. Naga.